Hello class, as we discussed yesterday, I am out today, so you will have this video to watch. Please correct your homework, take the notes and do the assigned problems in here, and I will be checking it on Wednesday. Wednesday we will also go over your midterm. Any of these notes should be written in your notebook and your books filled out. Anytime you need to during this video, please feel free to pause to catch up. So here's the answer to number 3 from last night's homework. You may have chosen, or you had to use the values they gave you for D. This all should have been reviewed. So if you have questions on any of this, you may definitely ask me. This graph is something we're going to talk about soon. They did not connect their points because this is what we would call discrete data. And again, we're going to talk about that and take notes on Thursday, I believe. But it's discrete data because it's data that I count. I count how many days the book is late. So here's number 4, where you have the table and the graph for both people, and then you write both equations in about 21 minutes. Here's number 6 with the equation, and then number 9, again the equation and the graph, and again she has saved over 4 weeks. It is again discrete because you do not continuously deposit. So we do not connect. And then here's 11. Oops, I don't know why. 1 and 2 are out of order. Here are the answers to 1 and 2. And let's do some review. So please write these in your notebook. A relation is any relationship between two variables. And I misspelled that. Let's fix it. While you're writing. Domain is the independent variable, or the input, or the x. Range is the dependent, the y value, or the output. A function, every input has one and exactly one output. Complete page 277. So you're filling this out. Please pause the video while you do that. Okay, so hopefully you filled it out. This is the origin. This is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Use Roman numerals. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis, and that is the point -4, 3. On page 279, I'm going to do this problem with you, and then I'm going to ask you to do the next problem. Express the relation as a table and a graph. So as a table, I'm just writing those points in the table. -5, 2, 3, -1. 6, 2, and 1, 7. As a graph, I'm just plotting them. So -5, 2, 3, 1, because notice their scales by 2, 6, 2, and 1, 7. Movie store charges $3.95 per movie. Make a table of ordered pairs, represent the number of movies rented, and complete the graph. Please pause while you do this. So hopefully you've come back. So my X values are 1, 2, 3, 4. It's $3.95 per movie. So to find my Y, I'm going to multiply $3.95 times X. So that gives me $3.95 $7.90 $11.85 and 4 times $3.95 is $15.80. My movies would go down here, and this is my cost. So 1 is $3.95, 2 is $7.90, 3 is $11.85, 4 is $15.80. And this is something we're going to start talking about a lot. I would count the number of movies. Therefore, this is what we know called discrete data. So I do not connect. Turn the page. So, independent variable, dependent variable. The equation is C equals 0.99n represents the total cost for music. So, number of downloads is independent, cost is dependent. Please complete this chart. We're going to go over it tomorrow. Page 288. This is review. When it tells me to find f of 2, remember I put 2 in for x. So it becomes 2 minus 4, which is negative 2. I leave the f of x alone. If I want, I can write it as f of 2, but I don't do anything with that. So you now do B and B. Your answer should be 10.5. I'll check your work tomorrow. C, choose 4 values to complete the table. Well, if I get to choose, I'm going to pick 0, 1, 2, 3. I then put 0 in for x. So it's 0 minus 7, which is negative 7. 1 minus 7, negative 6. 2 minus 7, negative 5. 3 minus 7 is negative 4. Got it. Scrapbooking store sells rubber stamps for $4.99 each. The total sales is a function number of independent and dependent, where independent is the number of stamps. The dependent is the cost. What values of the domain and range make sense? So our domain is our independent, so that's the number of stamps. Can I buy negative stamps? No, I cannot. Therefore, it's whole numbers, because I also cannot buy part of a stamp. Our range is our cost. Well, our cost of buying stamps is never going to be negative. But it can be decimals, and in fact it is going to be decimals because it's 95 cents each. So you could have 2 different ranges. You could say all positive numbers, or I could say all positive multiples of $4.95. Either answer here would be accepted. Write a function, so it would be f of n is $4.95n, because it's $4.95 times each stamp. When I want to find 5 stamps, I do f of 5, so that's $4.95 times 5. Which is $24.75. So f of 5 equals $24.75. Again, if you need to pause anything, please do that. Here's your homework. You may now begin working on your homework. I will check all the missing work and go over the answers tomorrow in class.